This is Alex Beer Master. Welcome to my channel. Welcome everybody. It is Fruit Friday. I'm trying to get the right. You should have seen what I did earlier on the Marco Polo. But yeah, this is Alex Beer Master. Welcome to my channel. It is what you bring for lunch, food that you bring for lunch, but also on my panel tonight, we got legendary Drunk One, legendary Tanner, and legendary Bumpy. So let's get started, shall we?
Wow, right after like that. All right, here we go. Look at it. Bam! It's me. Right. Thanks for having me. Cheers to the 1,000 people watching. Yeah, I just went plain and simple with it. I'm not a great big eater so early in the night anyway. I got a sandwich, and it is a ham and cheese. It's ham with pepper jack cheese. I did it on a hot dog bun, right? Right. And the dressing there, the condiment is horseradish sauce, horsey sauce. And then I got me some chips there. The chips are Doritos, and they are the Cool Ranch flavored. And then, usually you don't get to drink at work, so I mean, you can't really have beer for work. But I'll just do that. I thought about doing a cola, but it's not cold yet. It's a Sprite. It's in a clear bottle. How weird is that? But anyway, I'm going to do the Blake TV Magic Water in a dirty glass. It's very, very cheap vodka with water. All right. So that's what I got. Right? A little. Oh, yeah, I'll show this sandwich. Get the money shot. It's not really fancy. It's just ham and cheese on a bun. You know, it's not exceptionally fancy. It's just food, right? Right. All right, that's what I got. I'm sure Jesse's got the sandwich like this, the Dagwood sandwich. I don't know what Jesse's got. No telling. All right, thanks for having me, Alex. Cheers to 2,000 people watching.
All right, thanks for joining everybody. Let's get the legendary Bumpy. Bam.
All right. So I went with kind of something that I may have brought when I was younger and a bit poorer, and maybe didn't have somebody cooking nice meals all the time for me to have leftovers and take leftovers to work instead. So I would probably be buying crap like this.
Oh, all right.
So this is a Mega Bowls. Now this is supposed to be Nashville hot chicken recipe. Nashville style white meat chicken patties over creamy mashed potatoes with a spicy sauce topped with corn, mozzarella, and parsley. Now look how nice that looks.
Yeah, right. That's what I was about to say. Show us the package one more time, because this is not going to look like that. That's considering you have access. Oh, geez, yeah,
it's a little bit different.
Way different.
Yeah. It looks so good on the box.
It's like, here's your, at least dog food looks like it does on the container. You know, this is all right. The beer that I'm gonna match with it, just because why not? I know that Tanner already did this one on Monday. But I'm gonna drink the dark mild ale, the Nemo. This is from brewed and canned by Bond Place Brewing Company. This was from Keith over at 93 Lumber. That's 93 spelled out. All right.
Hell yeah.
I'll give this a pour and we're good to go. Hopefully my potatoes are hot, because when I did the halfway thing where they tell you to stir them, they were still solid as hell. Ice
Oh, that's good.
And now I don't know what they are. They're just mixed with hot sauce and everything else.
Did it look any better before you stirred it up?
No.
Right? Damn. Not a bit.
And that beer looks freaking tasty.
There you go. Yeah, it's a nice dark mild. Kind of a little bit off white, but white head still. Kind of a creamy color. And then, yeah, it's kind of got some amber reddish hues going through, mahogany like to brown for the nice dark mild.
Let me see.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, now it's the legendary Tanner. Let's see what he got.
Tanner.
All right, I am using my headset.
Yeah, you are.
So I don't have like the full what I bring to lunch. I bring a lot of snacks. a lot of lighter foods, fruits and stuff. So what I'm bringing is just a fruit cup. This is Mandarin Oranges.
All right.
So, like I said, I bring a lot of I bring yogurts, granola bars. Of course, I'll have like maybe some pasta or like a peanut butter and jelly or like a turkey and cheese sandwich.
There you go.
But for the most part, I do try to eat lighter stuff at lunchtime. And every once in a while, I do break and grab some fast food. But yeah, so these are Mandarin Oranges, little fruit cup and the juices.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. And actually, I went up to Connecticut yesterday, and I got this a beer by Fat Orange Cat. I do know Josh talks about these guys often. This is their baby kittens. So this is 6.5% hazy New England style IPA. Brewed and canned by Fat Orange Cat Brewing Co. So now it's distributed. It's not brewed by them, but it is distributed by 12%. It says North Haven, Connecticut. It says 12% beer project.
Nice.
Now, they do have, I was noticing, I went to like a store that sold a good amount of craft beers. A lot of their stuff is distributed or brewed by 12%. So, but yeah, we'll crack this open. Like I said, date 8/15/22. So it's about a month and a half old. Let's crack this open.
What's up there, Jimmy? Jamie C.
Jimmy C. Jamie C. Jamie C.
Jimmy C. What's up there, Jimmy C?
Jamie C.
Jamie. Thank you. What's
and
up
then
there, Jamie C?
John H. Pierre.
John Henderson Pierre. Welcome, brother.
Mm-hmm. Hey, fellas.
God, that beer looks delicious. What you're just pouring.
Well, that's weird looking, huh? Right? Almost look like a margarita.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, it is a lot lighter. It's like a light yellowish orange color. It doesn't really produce much of a head, but it's got a white head. Seems to be hanging around for a little bit of a frothy aspect to it. But yeah, super hazy, light orange. It's actually a lot more yellowish orange on camera. It almost looks like whitish orange. But yeah, that's the beer. Nice and hazy, 6.5% New England IPA with a fruit cup. So
God,
see what happens. Cheers.
Yeah, man.
Cheers. All right, now it's me. Damn, time goes by when you're having fun. Well, this is what I have. This is from Uno. Let me get it out a little bit so it'll be quicker to see. That is Uno. Cheesesteak, meat.
It's on a bread.
Yeah, it's like a panzerotti. Yeah, good stuff.
Is it what? Say again?
Panzerotti or a stromboli, kind of like a cheesesteak.
Oh, okay.
A cheesesteak stromboli, because it's an Uno. It's a restaurant called Uno. I don't know if you guys have one.
No.
But there's a restaurant called Uno's.
Yeah, my wife used to be a bartender at Uno's.
See?
Oh, nice. All right.
And I'm pretty sure Bumpy's had this before.
Nice. Yeah,
That's the frozen one?
Yes, it is. It's not the one that you would get at Uno itself.
I've
But I had went to Uno's before, and I've gotten the pepperoni ones that you get that are frozen. They're freaking delicious.
Yeah.
They are really nice. It's nice and fresh there. They're fresh either way, but it's fresher when you go to the restaurant.
Oh, certainly.
But that's always the case.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I have there. And
then the beer?
What I have for the beer is, and I'm not in a rush. I just was brain sometimes get the brain fart. We got the New Jersey Beer Co. Very cherry sour, the one I've had just the other day.
Doesn't come in, does it? Yeah. What's the ABV on that?
Oh, let's play Columbo on that. 6.5 by volume.
There you go. Yeah. Nice and sessionable.
So let's pour this up. I hate when they explode a little bit, but at least it didn't explode. If you know what I mean. Let's pour this up now. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Now, in my end, it looks like a lighter yellowish color. But on your end, and what I'm seeing on the screen, it looks a little bit like cherry, like it should be.
Yeah, like almost an amber.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not really good with my colors, but almost like an amber, huh?
Yeah, kind of like an amber dark, like it would be like an amber, kind of like a barrel aged beer, kind of like, except this is a little bit lighter compared to that. But this is kind of looking like a similar beer like that. So yeah, I am looking forward to drinking that with this cheesesteak. And as you know, got my favorite brewery shirt on, Pipe Dream.
Marquee.
So let's get the legendary drunk one going.
All right. Back again. All right, here we are. All right. So yeah, just quick and easy, just a ham and cheese sandwich on a hot dog bun. I mean, I could have loaded it up, but it looks like a lot of bread, doesn't it? It kind of is, but yeah, it doesn't really appeal any which way. But anyway, so let's give it a try. I've already mentioned a little bit of it. Cheers to Food Friday.
Cheers to Food Friday, everybody. Thanks for joining, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the bread is nice and soft. Not quite doughy, but nice and soft. Still pretty fresh, actually. We had chili dogs the other night. And
Yes. Oh, yeah.
the ham obviously tastes like ham. Meaty and flavorful, a little damp. That the pepper jack cheese, I probably could put a second one on there because I don't really get a whole lot of the cheese flavor to it. But the dressing, which is the horseradish sauce, it really brings it together with the ham. Tastes awesome. Got these here chips. Remember, it's the Doritos Cool Ranch. Crunchy.
They're good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure y'all have had these things before, but yeah, I guess like the normal Dorito flavor that we've all come to love. And as a matter of fact, see, something else you might have with these things, right?
Uh-oh. What do you got?
I'm not going to do it tonight because I don't want to open it right now, but see, usually you'd put some of that with it, right?
Oh, I've seen you dip that into
Dorito bean dip. Yeah, man, that goes good with those chips.
I've had you dip it. I had you dip some stuff into that in the past on one of my Food Fridays, I believe.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
I like the jalapeno kind, or the kind that they're the same size, but it's not beans at all. It's just the cheese. Those are good too. But yeah, chips are crunchy and tasty. They're still fresh yet. The bag was open when I found them in the pantry, but they hadn't been there for long. I guess they're still crunchy.
Nice. That's what you want.
And then this it's magic water. I don't know. It's clear. It's not going to hold a head. It's cheap vodka and water. And I don't know. Let's go.
I'm gonna try some vodka on water one of these days. Never had that. I've had vodka, but not water. Vodka.
Oh yeah, that's a cheap drink, I guess. It's cold. It's wet. It tastes like rubbing alcohol with water. It's quadruple distilled. Why? Because they tried to get all that weird flavor out of that cheap ass vodka. But it's all right. It's all right. Maybe later on I'll open this thing. Like later on after dark. But anyway, so far so good. It's like the classic American lunch that a guy might have at work, just like the name implies, some chips and this little sandwich.
And you make your own hungry man. That's what it is.
There you go. And some people, when it comes to the chips, actually, I like the just regular old potato chips. It can be like Lay's or Ruffles or whatever. I just like regular old salty potato chips, or the potato sticks. Those are even better out of the can. I always make a mess with those things. I end up pouring them down myself, and I got to eat them standing up to where I don't have a lap full of potato sticks. All right, I wasted enough time. Cheers. I'll have a good score for it because, well, you can't go wrong with a ham sandwich.
Hell no. Especially if you put butter on it. That's delicious, too.
Butter? Oh, no horseradish.
That could be good, too.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All right,
legendary.
cheers.
All right. Well, if there's one thing that they did right, or at least one thing that was definitely accurate, is they put a spicy sauce on this. So I'm going to drink the beer now and try to do my best with describing it because my tongue is still kind of on fire.
Oh, wow.
So this is a spicy meal. All right. Yeah, it's kind of got that brown bready, crusty, like kind of aroma to it. Maybe there seems to be almost a little bit of smoke to it. I don't know if this was smoked at all, but there does seem to be a slight like smoky character to it.
Nice.
Which wouldn't surprise me because Keith likes smoky beers.
I love smoky beers. tasty.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not much as far as like a malt presence or anything else. It's a kind of mildly bready aroma. And cheers.
Cheers.
Sir.
Please
Cheers,
be
Bobby.
delicious.
I think that ABV is like 3.8. I think, right? I think it was 3.8.
Oh, that,
Yeah.
wow, that's so low.
Yeah, it's the style. The style is like a lower ABV.
Yeah, very, very light, light body, kind of a medium carbonation, slightly drying to the palate. It's a breadiness, but it is kind of almost like it's watered down type breadiness. It's a brown bread crust, but it's diluted type flavors. Mild bitterness on the finish. It just seems everything's seems to be kind of in the earthy realm. Yeah, it's not too bad. There might still be like a slight kind of smoky character to it, but it's not leaving any like smoky remnants. It's just kind of like something in there that reminded me of a slight smoke. Maybe chocolate. I think there's a little tiny touch of chocolate in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, very diluted. All right, now let's eat this lovely meal.
Delicious,
Right.
please.
So this is the potatoes. It's got a lot of the hot sauce stuff mixed in with it.
Ooh, that looks delicious, even though
Not really, but
I mean,
maybe it's tasty. It works, you know.
right.
I would say the potatoes are definitely fake,
Mm-hmm.
instant potatoes.
Sunfish for
A
fish.
little bit of corn in there. It's crunchy corn.
What's up there, sunfish for fish?
When you get the corn without the other stuff, it is yellow, which is nice.
It's gonna come out the same way.
Yeah, kind of sweet corn, buttery sweet corn. Not bad. Find a piece of chicken here. Okay, it looks like a chicken nugget.
Ooh. Please be delicious. Please taste like a chicken nugget.
There you go. It does look like a chicken nugget.
It's processed,
Oh, yeah.
squirted out, but at least it is white meat. It's not that gray meat I used to get back in the 80s. Remember the gray and purple chicken tenders you used to bite into?
Wait a minute. Every time you've been into it, the meat looked like a pink and purple. Wow.
Yeah, the old chicken tenders you get from Tyson or whatever.
Wow, that doesn't.
It was not white meat.
Wow.
They didn't even attempt. It was gristly and gross.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these aren't bad. It's they're definitely chicken nugget processed,
Your
ground
Tommy?
up,
I think I got the name right. Tommy.
squirted out, breaded.
Go.
So, yeah, here we go. It's got some spice to it. There's definitely still see some remnants maybe of that hot sauce, kind of the redness around the.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's got spice.
So basically, Bumpy, are you saying that actual food that you are eating now was not as good as it is now as it was in the 80s? Because obviously it was bad in the 80s.
They didn't have these exact things in the 80s. I'm saying the nuggets that you used to get.
True that.
Well, a lot of the nuggets back then they were not. Now it's like everything's white meat.
Right.
Yeah.
It used to be really crappy.
McDonald's used to have dark meat chicken nuggets
Ooh,
Yeah.
for a little bit there. Yeah.
All right. It's the legendary Tanner. Bam.
All right. Oh, one thing I used to say, a little fun fact, about your Sprite bottle there.
Oh, yeah.
They switched from green bottles to clear bottles because apparently the green bottles don't degrade as fast as the clear ones do as far as recycling. So they switched over to clear ones.
Oh, I'll be down. All right.
Yeah.
I'll be down. All right. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Real quick before you get started, let me read one comment for Alex. This is Alex, the beer master. Do you know Ross Brewing from Port Monmouth, New Jersey? Just had one of their double dry hot milkshake IPAs, and it was pretty good, he says. You ever tried that one? Ross Brewing.
That sounds delicious. I've never heard of it, so I'll look that up. I appreciate it.
Give Yeah, man.
I really appreciate it. So Ross Brewing. Okay.
Ross Brewing. I'm sorry.
I'll have to check it out because I
worries.
love trying milkshake IPAs, including Leslie Tanner. He loves trying milkshake IPAs. So
I like them too. Yep.
yeah,
that makes sense about the green bottles, though. That makes
I'll
perfect
check
sense.
it out. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Tommy, I will check it out.
Well, it's actually
No, that was Jamie C.
Yeah.
Good.
It's on you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's on you. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No worries. No
We
worries.
gotta get that out.
All right. So surprisingly enough, I paid I think $10 for a 4-pack of these. So pretty good price, especially looking like this.
Yeah.
The appearance is nice. The head has definitely kind of died down. But the aromas on this, I get a good combo of juicy pineapple, ripe mango. There's a little bit of caramel in there. There's actually a good amount of like hop resin. Nice floral, grassy aspect to it. Yeah, there's a big sweetness. Getting the caramel malt. There's actually a little bit of like honeydew.
All right.
And possibly some like tangerine. Maybe a little grapefruit. It's a good combination of a New England IPA and a lot of aromas that you would get with like West Coast IPA. But it's almost got the sweetness of like a beer with lactose, and I think it's just because it's just it has like that sugary candy like sweetness to it. There's no lactose in this beer. But I'm gonna dive in. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
For a New England IPA, this has a decent amount of a lingering hop resin, definitely left on your tongue. A little bit of a bitterness, dry, slightly astringent, but a nice. I'd say it's like medium bodied, so it's not 100% creamy. It's not 100% thin, so it's like right in the middle, but it does have a good body to it. Let's leave it a nice little lacing on the glass. I think on the palate, mostly I get pineapple and like an orange pithy aspect, and then grapefruit. So I will say it's a little bit more complex on the aroma than it is on the palate. On the palate, it's a little bit like juicy tropical up front, and then it just instantly goes into this kind of West Coast style. It's pretty good. Sweetness, using Cyclops scale. We had Ron a wild card the other day. I haven't been doing the Cyclops scale in a while. I'd say that this is more bitter than sweet. So as far as a New England, it might throw some people off. I'd say it's like 2.5 out of 5 sugar cubes, and then like 3.5 out of 5 hop cones. So it's definitely more on the bitter side for a New England IPA. A little bit of like white bread and like a lingering sweetness along with that bitterness, but it's pretty good. I like this, especially for $10 for a 4-pack. Can't go wrong. It's definitely a little bit more full flavored. There is a little bit of sweetness from like that. I think they're using some type of caramel malt. Oh, this juice just like spilled all over me. Damn fruit cups. Hold on, let me do a little bit of this.
Sticky wiggy.
Spilt enough shit over the week. I need to spill any more things. All right, Mandarin Oranges. Let's go for a little scoop here. Oh, a little nose. Sweet. Smells like a Mandarin Orange. Of course, you get a lot of the sweetness from the juices that they're using. But get a little healthy amount on my spoon here.
Simple syrups.
All right. Cheers.
Woohoo! Yeah, that's why they last, because those vegetables are
In the syrup.
They're in the syrup. Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nothing can live in that.
I mean, tastes like a Mandarin Orange. Like you said, with a simple syrup, it's extra sweet. Sometimes you can get the ones that have like no sugar added. I think this one has a little bit of sugar added to it. But yeah, nice and soft. Like I said, it's like a lighter fruit. Of course, it's easier to prepare than, especially if I'm eating lunch in my car, which I normally do. I'm not gonna slice through a Mandarin orange and start cutting it up on a cutting board in my lap, you know. So it's nice to have stuff like this.
Right.
It's a nice little tart, sour finish, but it's a good balance between sweet and tart. And yeah, I like these. I forgot the brand of these. I think it might have been
Dole.
It might have been Dole. It might have been Dole or the store brand. I think it was Dole.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're good. Like I said, not overly tart, not overly sweet. Easy, convenient snack at lunchtime. And so the beer is a little bit on the bitter side. So let's see what happens when I mix the two. So get a couple pieces here without dripping it all over myself. Ooh, excuse me. All right. All right, let's see what happens. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. All right. Now it's good on me. Oh, sorry.
Focus, Alex.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, he's mixing them together.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now, I will say, it does kind of cut through the bitterness. The pineapple in the beer actually got ramped up a little bit more. Kind of cuts back on that lingering hop resin. Sweetness from the juices in the Mandarin Orange definitely work really well. I wasn't really too sure what to think about this because the hop resin and the bitterness and the fruity aspect of the beer, I thought possibly adding something that's even a little bit more acidic might kind of ramp that up. But the sweetness from the juice, from the simple syrup, actually intensifies the tropical fruity flavor and cuts back on the bitterness. So overall, I mean, I guess you really can't go wrong with the fruit in a New England IPA.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get, like, say if I ate like a grapefruit with a New England IPA, that'll probably bump up the bitterness unless you like threw some sugar on it. But yeah, overall it's pretty good. I have compared some fruits in New England IPAs before. I will say Mandarin Oranges work pretty well with a New England, especially if that New England is a little too much on the bitter hop resin side. So that's it. So next time around, some ratings. Cheers.
Tanner, I mean to ask you, is it creamy, the milkshake? Not milkshake.
It's got a little bit of a creaminess. I will say, yeah, it's kind of in between. It's got a little bit more of a creamier bodied, but it's still kind of on the thinner side. So it's a little bit lower of an ABV. It's 6.5%, and it's a single IPA. So it's not a double IPA, double New England. So it's a little bit in between. I'm not sure what they're using for if they're using like any flaked oats or anything like that. But yeah, it's got a good body to it. So
would you get it again?
Would I get this again? Oh yeah, all day. Four pack 60-ounce cans, $10.
Oh yes, that's even
That's
better.
not bad for a good beer. Yeah, it's not bad for a good beer.
And I love my New England IPAs. They're the best.
Yeah, I will say it does compete with some stuff that I paid around like $14, $15 range. So
what's up there, legendary Robert, known as the Whiskey Scout? It's nice to see you, buddy. All that. Now it's time for me to dig in. Wow.
Right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice review. Good review there, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I need to start asking more questions and seeing how your food is and stuff like that, like I used to. I need to get back to doing it because I like to talk people's ears off too. This is what I'll be drinking right now, which is the Berry Cherry Sour from
Berry Cherry Sour. All right.
From not the brewery, from New Jersey Beer Co. So, see, yeah, I'm looking at the screen here. It looks definitely like a cherry. A little bit light, actually, yeah, a little bit lighter on what I'm seeing, but when I'm seeing on the screen, it looks a little bit darker. It's crazy.
Yeah, it does look kind of dark on this side. Yeah, I'm not sure how it's supposed to look on that side, but
yeah, I wish I could show you, my brother. But let's dig on in and cheers.
Scott says, "Alex, my man, drink up."
I sure am. You can taste that cherry. Nice mouthfeel. It has that cherry, and then you got that sour right at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that is. It's not as sour as when I first drank it, though. When I first started drinking with you guys, it's not as bad.
Yeah. Getting used to it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, because I do like sours to a point, but when they're puckering your face, it's like really not comfortable. But that's how it goes. So yeah, that cherryness, you got that sweetness. Or not? No, it's no sweetness. Hold on.
Sweet.
Like I said, nice thickness on the mouthfeel, but there's no sweetness at all.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think, hey, this would be a sweet cherry, but you know what? That's what.
I mean, it says sour right on the can, though. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect a whole lot of sweetness out of it. Much more like puckery. Doesn't look like it holds much of a head. It seemed when you poured it up, it seemed to hold a nice head. It had like a one finger head on there, and it kind of seemed to dissipate.
It did, sure did. Yeah, that's delicious. That is delicious. But like I said, it does have a great mouthfeel, nice thickness of a mouthfeel, great cherry flavor. But it's definitely so sour to the point. It's not sour like it's going to grab your jaws,
Right?
Which is good.
It almost hurts to drink it because your spit glands are all like clenched up or whatever. Like, oh damn! Right?
Yeah, because it kind of feels like
almost hurts.
It kind of feels. I heard what you're saying too, but I'm listening too. It kind of feels like a lockjaw sometimes when you hear that. It feels like that itch or that hurt.
Right.
If you know what I'm talking about. I haven't had that experience in a while. So I haven't had any experience with this yet. So I'm talking too fast, I think. I seem to have a history of doing that sometimes. And then my YouTube friends have to say, slow down. Because you're talking too good. So, yeah, this stuff's pretty good. If you can get it, please do. As I said on Bumpy's show or one of the shows. And that's that. So let's dig into this cheesesteak. I'm
excited to hear about that cheesesteak thing, Adira. What'd you call it again?
It is a panzerotti or
panzerotti. I've never even heard of that word.
Or a what's it called? What's the other one called?
Stromboli.
Or stromboli, yeah, kind of like a stromboli too. So
I gotta go find those things.
Let's dig into it, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers to you, shall we?
Go the speed limit, Alex.
Yeah, don't get your fingers in the way.
The cheesesteak, it's nice and meaty. It does have that peppery, not pepper like burn, but you can have that peppery taste, like the black pepper, like you put on macaroni and cheese or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. The meat's very fine. It just melts in your mouth.
Oh, nice and tender, yeah, man. That looks good.
Oh yeah. The breading is nice and doughy and nice and soft. Great flavor. I love these things. I don't ever eat a whole box of them in one night, but I probably would. Not good.
You say a whole box of them? A whole box of them?
No, I never did that. I'm saying I probably would I could if I wanted to.
Yeah, no, it looks good. The proportion of meat to the bread looks like it's really good ratio. You know, it's quite meaty and it's not really bready. Quite the difference from mine. Mine had a lot of bread and a little bit of meat. I mean, I could have.
And that's what you want. You want it to be the right breading and the right meat. You don't want it to be one or the other.
Yeah. Especially too much bread. You know.
Yeah. Bread's not good for you. I mean,
yeah,
it's good for you if you walk every day. But yeah, that is really tasty. And technically, this is my dinner, so I was hungry. So I'm going to finish these two things off. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to listen to you guys. See what you guys have to say about your shout-outs or food or whatever. And that's it. So let's see here. Legendary Drunk.
Back
No.
to me.
Is it Bumpy first?
No, it's my turn. I did good, boys. Although I just poured some crumbs onto my keyboard. I did good, boys. I finished it all. I'm proud of myself. Anyway, no, that was great. I'll probably catch another one later. I'm still thinking about that bean with some more of those chips later. But oh yeah, scoring. The sandwich like really quick. Easy to put together. I would probably do it with a little more lunch meat and maybe one more cheese. The horseradish sauce, man. If you, I don't know if you like horseradish or not, but that makes it goes really good with ham or turkey or whatever. It's kind of like mayo, but of course it's spicy. It's horseradish after all. So I like that little zing that it gives it there. I guess a score on that. I don't know. It's easy to put together, cheap enough. It's just lunch meat and a couple pieces of cheese and this and that. I'll give it a 95. 95. It's just a sandwich. It's not totally fancy or whatever. But and there's better sandwiches out there. So 95 on that. As for the magic water, it doesn't taste all that good. You learn to live with it after you drink a few of them, right? Like you put ice in there and it melts, and so I'll add some more vodka whenever the ice melts. That could be a 100 or it could be a 0, depending on how much liquor's in there, I guess. I'll give it an average number, 82. 82. It's not a fancy drink at all. I do use lemon juice in there every now and then. I get a little squirt bottle of it over there, but so every now and then some lemon juice. But yeah. So between the both of them, give it a 90. The one rinses the other one down. Of course, they didn't. This is not a good drink, but it's okay if you're just trying to get your groove on. I got to be good because I got to work tomorrow. But anyway, I guess that's all I got. Between the both, 90. Between the sandwich and the very cheap vodka drink, give it a 90. And Dio was his name, says Whiskey Scout. Right. And cheers to the 2000 watching. Right.
Let's see here. Legendary, Bumpy, and then Tim.
I don't have all the awesome descriptors that Tanner's got. Oh, Bumpy's out of focus. Or maybe I'm
done. Oh, well. That's okay. That's probably because I've been swatting at fruit flies. I can't get them.
All right, sneaky bastards.
Let's just go with the right in my face. Come on, no, you kidding me?
Oh, there you go. Hey, you're focused now.
Oh, hey. So, let's go with the.
You have to scare the camera.
I mean, it is kind of what it is. It's what you're kind of expecting out of these things for the most part. They're not that expensive. I think that I probably paid like $3 something for this one. It was a meal that's going to tide you over, fill you up, whatever. It's enough of a meal that's it's an actual meal size. You know what I mean? But as Americans, we like to eat a lot more usually.
Oh yeah, I'll take 3 of those.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's nothing wowing, obviously. I mean, you saw what it looked like if you were watching. So a little bit of false advertisement there in the box, but that's typical.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna give it like an 88. I mean, it had some decent flavors to it. It was definitely spicy, hot and spicy. Yeah, it did the trick. So
would you buy it again?
I don't typically buy those anyways. So personally, no.
Okay.
Yeah, we do enough home cooked meals to do it. And something else I would probably buy over that would be, I don't know, sometimes they have like the little chicken sandwiches you can just purchase that are in bags that you just kind of open up one end and you just basically steam them in the microwave. Those taste even better.
Yeah.
Like that. The beer, I mean, dark mild's not my favorite style to drink. We don't get a lot of them anyways, but it's a low ABV beer that has some decent flavors to it. It's kind of remnant of like a brown ale, but definitely dialed back a lot. Probably I'd land this right around for the way that this beer drinks. I'll give it a 40 out of 50, which is going to put it as a good beer.
Okay.
As far as the pairing went, I mean, I couldn't really taste the beer after eating food.
Oh, well, spicy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else you'd want to drink with. I mean, a lager, because if you drink anything else, it's just going to ruin the flavors of the beer anyway. So,
Yeah. All right.
All right. Let's get back to the legendary Tanner. Bam.
Cheers, Lumpy.
Yeah,
All
man.
right. So first, I'll talk about the fruit cup. So yeah, I mean, I buy these because they're convenient, and like I said, for the most part, I eat lunch in my car. So with the convenience and pricing, of course, these are cheap. And of course, I usually have them with a bunch of other stuff, yogurt, protein bars, stuff like that, maybe like a little sandwich. I'll give it like an 83. Of course, it's not the same as eating actual fresh cut up Mandarin Orange. But yeah, I like them. They're pretty good. There's a little bit of a tart acidity. You get a lot of sweetness. They are pretty sweet, especially sitting in that simple syrup or whatever it's called, syrup.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, simple syrup.
Right.
But
Simple syrup.
yeah, they're not bad. Like I said, I buy them. I honestly prefer the so I usually buy like the Mandarin Oranges and the peach chunks. Sometimes the mangoes. I more prefer the pineapple chunks.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, not bad. The beer, I will say the bitterness and the hop resin aspect kind of takes away from the juicy tropical flavor in the beer. Kind of cuts through the complexity, and it just makes it kind of like a somewhat juicy tropical with a good body, good carbonation too. I'd say it's about like medium carbonation. But I will say the hop resin and the bitterness in the beer does kind of cut back on what you're normally looking for in a New England IPA. So I'll give this beer, considering the price, ABV's pretty standard for a hazy IPA, single hazy. I'll give it like an 85. Not bad. I buy them again. Someone who drinks New England IPAs who doesn't necessarily like the ones that are more on the bitter side might not enjoy this. So I will say that. So I probably wouldn't recommend it to you if you're just a New England IPA drinker who like wants zero bitterness and you want straight up tropical fruit flavors. And the pairing, I'll give it like a point higher than the beer. I'll give it like an 86. I think the sweetness and the simple syrup and the Mandarin Oranges. I noticed when you eat the oranges, you take a sip of the beer, and then when you actually bite into the Mandarin Orange, it releases the juices, and that sweetness from the juices really ramps up the tropical fruity flavor that you're actually looking for in a New England IPA. So I will say it did make this beer somewhat better. But that hop resin bitterness still kind of sticks around. So yeah, overall, not a bad pairing. Probably would pair it. I would probably pair the beer with something else, and I'd probably pair the Mandarin Oranges with something else, maybe a more juicy tropical hazy IPA. But overall, not bad. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. So cheers, guys.
All right. Well, I think it's drunken one.
It's your turn, bud.
It's me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, the drunken one.
Yeah, the drunken one. So I've eaten that last piece of cheesesteak. And it went pretty well with the beer. It did have a little alcohol taste, but that's okay. It's not too bad. It's not like it's overly powering. It was really good. Yeah, that stuff was good. I should have done a pairing when I was doing the actual review. I'm being dumb. I think because my brain, brain fart because I can't find my camera on the not the live stream camera.
That's a different story.
What?
That's a different story.
Yeah, the live stream camera's right here. I'm talking about the same camera, and you go on to and it says camera on Windows. I went on the Windows and I don't see cameras. I'm thinking I might have to.
Okay, we'll work on that.
We'll play Columbo on that. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But no reason to have a heart attack over it because most of the time I'm only doing live streams on my channel anyway. Getting better at it too, I think. I hope I am. Every now and then I'll throw a beer review or a food review just solo. I can even do a solo live stream, so it doesn't matter. I mean, it's no big deal. I can, if I can't find the camera at the second, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, this channel has done well. That's all I gotta say. This channel's done well. Keep on doing it. This YouTube channel, keep it up. And beyond that, yes, this stuff was good. The rating, I hate going off track. My brain goes off track sometimes. I'm going to give the cheesesteak sandwich 95. Deliciousness. Deliciousness. I'll give the beer 96. Tasty flavor. I don't like sour, but every now and then, sour can be delicious when it wants to be.
All right.
I don't feel like being delicious today.
So I'll give it a 96. Pairing altogether, I'll just stick with a 96. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh, okay, nice.
It's easier that way. Not gonna give it a 100. I'm not gonna do any of that. There's no need for it. Has to be a wonderful beer. I mean, this is wonderful, but it has to be something. Looking forward to trying that Ross beer company. Never heard of it. It's in It's in New Jersey. Like what?
That's what I think. Let me scroll back and I'll see if I can find it there. Yeah, Ross Brewing from Port Monmouth,
New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I never heard of that. So I'll play Columbo on that one. And get some milkshake IPAs again. I love my milkshake IPAs. Come on. I'm the Stout King. I'm the Milkshake King. I'm the New England IPA King. It's every beer king. But
nice.
But don't get me wrong. Drunk one does have a point there. I need to start doing the Budweisers and stuff like that to review. Maybe I'll do that because Budweiser's not that bad. It tastes good. The Miller, I say that, but I never do. But I did review some. Quote. I did review some macro lagers, and they're tasty. They're not bad at all because I've had them before craft beer even existed in my life. So
there you go.
They're not really bad. They're just
go back to your roots.
Yeah, you go back to your roots. Yeah.
Got me some hams.
There you go. Macro lager.
Hams is good too. Hams is good too. So.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to shut up now. That's it for me. We're gonna get into shout outs, and then I'll be the last one like we always do. You know how it goes. And then that's that. All right, legendary Drew.
All right. I don't really have any shout outs like usual because I'm too lazy to pick up my camera anymore.
That's okay,
within arm's reach. But I will shout out the 6,000 people watching, and I'll go through the names of people that were here. We had Jamie C. that was here, Jean Henderson Pierre. Right? Art by Sparkle says, hi, Alex. Of course, I'm here. Mark A. popped in. Jamie C. is here. Oh, I just said Jamie C. My bad. Sunfish for Fish. I've never seen that name, but welcome in. Tommy Carroll, Whiskey Scout. Sam Smalley, Miss Cheryl Crawford. That's always here. Thanks for your support. And Kent Beer Reviews, Craig is here. Just popped in.
Yep.
Jamie says, yeah. And Jamie is still here. All right. So I guess that's it. Thanks for the 7,000 people watching. See, when I get on camera, there are more and more people that get in here.
Yeah. I mean, and it still gets crazy sometimes when I have Alex and friends. So.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. And, yeah. I guess you'll shout that out later in a second. But
yes.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for the 7,000 people watching, and it's been great. And I'm looking forward to next Friday's Food Friday.
Yes, I will be. I'll be shouting that out as well.
I whatever that one is, right? But
I already have that idea.
Thanks for watching, guys, and y'all be sure to come back next Friday.
All right. So
What do you got,
let's
Alex?
say Bumpy, then let's say Tanner.
All right.
Cheers,
Yeah.
deal.
So I'm dropping videos right now every single day. Just
Ball
trying to catch up because I had a lot of back stock, I'll call it, I guess. And yeah, just wanted to make my videos more relevant as I'm filming them and then putting them out. Yeah, and then Monday I do have a live show, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's the start of the show. It's called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. And yeah, you guys will all get the gist of it. If you haven't seen it yet, if you watch it, you'll figure it out. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, shout out to the FLX boys. We'll do the FLX boys, Dan and Mike. Cheers to them. FLX beer reviews. Yeah, just go give the channel a watch if you haven't yet. If you have, I'm sure you've already subscribed. So cheers.
Right.
Cheers, Bobby.
All right. Legendary Tanner and then me. Bam.
All right. So shout out to me. I did get a little confused. So tomorrow is not the Beervana Fest. Tomorrow, I think me and Eric are just gonna hang out. So I'm not exactly sure what we're doing. Maybe we'll go see a brewery. Maybe he's gonna come here. I did tell him that I would like to review some beers with him. So maybe he'll come over here. That'd be pretty cool. And if he does come over here, possibly we could hop on a live stream or something. Maybe we'll do Rate That Beer tomorrow. I'm not sure. I don't want to be obligated to doing the live. Like I said, I'm not exactly entirely sure what me and him are going to be doing tomorrow. So I would be hanging out with Eric. But look out for some reviews with me and Eric in person and not just like on stream and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Actually, I don't think I've done like a pre-recorded video with him, so that should be fun.
Yeah, it was mostly Legendary Bumpy and Johnny Boy. You've done
yeah, and it's nice to start collaborating with people in person. Yeah, so just look out for that. Wednesday. What should we do Wednesday? Let's do a little Willet Mix. Let's do a little Willet Mix. Yeah, we'll do a little Willet Mix. I haven't done that one in a while.
Yes,
we'll do that. And then actually, I'm thinking possibly not next week, but the week after. Maybe we'll do a brewery review. Because I haven't done those in a while. Yes. And it started to get to the point where, so the brewery reviews started to get to the point where it's very hard considering everybody's all over the United States, all over the country.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to kind of pinpoint exactly what everybody can get as far as availability. But maybe if we give like a couple weeks notice, we can figure out something that we can do new. Because I like the aspect of the show where we learn about different breweries and
I like the breweries.
Yeah.
I like the Willet Mix. I like the series. I like the episodes every weekend. Every week that hey, it's Willet Mix 1 week. It's this next week. I like the
So we're at the point where I have so many shows that I kind of just pick and choose which one I want to do.
True that.
So it keeps entertaining. Beer trivia is pretty fun. Beer brawls, unfortunately, didn't work out how I wanted it to last Wednesday. I did have a little mishap spilling a beer. But yeah, there will be more beer trivia and more beer brawls, spirit showdowns.
Awesome.
Brewery reviews, Willet Mixes, and Rate That Beers. So just look out for those. My live streams are Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Shout outs for some other people. I guess he just popped up, so I'll shout out Josh last beer. I don't know if he's doing his Sunday show, but sometimes Josh does his beer bowl discussion Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. He does a beer review at the beginning of the show, opens the panel up, talks about different beer topics. Then who else will I shout out? I'll shout out Nerd Sense, Mike and Sean. Go check them out. So, podcasts. I believe he calls it Nerd News. So possibly like, I'm not exactly sure what Nerd News means. Maybe it's comics, video games, maybe some
some about beer. If it is nerds,
yeah. But yeah, go check them out. So yeah, that's it for me. And yeah, cheers. Thanks for having me.
And Tanner, I'm really hoping to get together with you soon.
Yeah,
That'll
that'd be awesome, man. We just got to make it happen.
well, we always. I mean, you make it happen with other people, we'll make it happen with each other here too. It's a little ways off, but what the hell? You only live once, right?
Yep. You never know, Alex.
At least live once in this body, anyway. Who knows? So
Right. Whoa.
just saying, never know. Only God knows. I don't want to get religious, but just having fun with it.
Puts the lotion on the skin.
I know.
Oh,
Where that was going, I'm kind of confused. Whoa.
I love YouTube. All right, it's back to me now. Shout outs. I've looked up my Food Friday stuff. We've obviously done fish stuff, but I don't think we done fish fillet sandwiches. I don't think so. I looked it up. Maybe I worded it wrong. I don't know. Sometimes the legendary drunken one's always on top of that, playing Columbo.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, you still excited about next Friday?
oh no, I'm okay. No, I like fish. Fish is good.
Yeah, see, there you go. It's something easy. It's something simple. I mean,
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I'm looking. So you did
I have
have
fish stuff. Go ahead, tell me.
fish and beer. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing that's any type of like, do you like grilled salmon or then fish and chips is usually like fried, like pollock or cod.
Right, I already
usually.
did that. Yeah. Mhm.
Then French fries.
Mhm.
Fish fillet. It's kind of different, right? Fish fillet is like
because you were obviously looking on my channel
McDonald's.
now. I
Bring
did
me
do
back
that.
that fillet of fish. Bring
I
me
did
that
do fish
fish.
and chips. I've already did that. I did fish and chips.
Yeah, so it's open for interpretation. Well, the fish and the fish and beers, like I said, you could do a grilled fish.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
We could. I don't want to do the same thing over and over again, but
Fish sandwiches.
We could do interpretations of different fish. Yes. Yeah, we'll do fish sandwiches. We'll do fish fillet sandwiches.
Right.
I've looked it up, and there's nothing there. There's fish that I've done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But maybe I've done.
My wife and I used to get that years ago. We'd go, one of the stores we'd go to had different fish fillets, like they had salmon or they had haddock, and they had dressed them up differently, like they had breaded them and everything.
Yeah,
with different seasonings. And so we take those, we cook them up, make sandwiches with them.
Yeah. Salmon patties, even right out of a can, you fry them up. Yeah, I like me some. And I hadn't had that. It was actually really good. Yeah.
So I think as of this moment, it's fish fillet sandwiches or any fish fillet. I don't know. I'm going to turn mine into sandwich because it's fish fillet sandwich. I'll say it's fish fillet sandwiches, but you can do whatever you want. I don't care because it can be anything when it comes to fish fillet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you'll be there with a tuna sandwich.
Who knows?
It's fish after all, isn't it?
No, so you too. But no, so we'll do fish fillet sandwiches next Friday. Again, I've looked it up. I've done fish stuff.
Yeah.
But different fish stuff. It's not. I've sworn I thought I did fish fillet sandwiches.
You've done very fishy things, Alex. That's weird.
I've done fishy things. Yeah. Other shout outs. Alex and friends. Food Friday around 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. Fish fillet sandwiches next Friday. Just to make that clear. I don't want to get confused, people. Then Thursday we're doing Alex and Friends between 10 o'clock and 10:30. It depends on what mood I'm in. It's been 10:30 lately, but it's done well. I'll probably do better if I do 10 o'clock, but I'm eventually gonna learn my lesson. But when I did 11:30, went nuts too. So it varies. It varies when it comes to certain things. So stay tuned between 10 o'clock, 10:30. Alex and Friends. Enjoy. Drink beer or don't drink beer. Doesn't matter to me. Legendary Tanner and everybody has done some shout outs. Don't forget Rick Jopless. Check out Rick Jopless. Check him out. His dad, his wife, his friend Bear. Check all those people out on that channel. It's only one channel. So they don't have channels. They just have one channel. So check that out. Called Rick Jopless. It's mainly him doing it by himself, but there's, like I said, other times there's his people, like family members and friends. So stay tuned for all that. And then don't forget, you got John and Nelly. He's still doing beer reviews, so check those beer reviews out. I heard that he's doing stuff this Sunday. One of you guys said something like that, but I don't know.
I think so.
So I'm going to say for this moment, unless something changes, legendary Johnny Boy is back on his Stout Sunday. So I'll be shouting that out again more if it continues on. So don't forget, Stout Sunday around 10:30 in the morning. So get your stouts on, get your porters on, and all that. But when he's not doing Stout Sunday, and when he is doing Stout Sunday, he still does his beer reviews by himself, his regular beer reviews, and also sometimes he does his beer buddies. That's a totally different series. That's a newer series. I'm going to keep supporting that because I feel that he can do that. And the size point, his channel is growing more and more anyway. He'll be monetized soon. So eventually, if he gets monetized, he's going to have to continue on anyway. Unless, I mean, I've seen people stop doing their YouTube channel and they're still getting there and they're still monetized. So I don't know. So who knows? Strange things do happen.
Maybe.
Yes, but either way, even if Johnny Boy gets monetized, it doesn't matter. That's just going to give him a little bit of income when it comes to him buying beer. And then also, obviously, he has his regular job. So he's not going to quit his job unless you're a freaking cutie pie or whatever.
Right.
Big freaking YouTuber. But either way, enjoy it. Even if you're monetized or not, enjoy life, enjoy your friends, and continue to build more friends on the platform. Why not? It's like a box of chocolates, and you never know what you're going to get. So it's time for me to shut up. And that's that. I don't think there's any other shout outs I can think of anyway. So let's get back to whatever normal is.
All right. Cheers to BFB that just popped in a while ago. Paul Middlefree's here.
Oh, what's up there?
Our friendly neighbor from the north.
Oh, that's BF. I haven't seen him.
BFB.
FB. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he got his flag back. I'm very proud of you, buddy. You got your flag back. I see your flag when you do your live streams. So keep up the good work. I'm happy that you got your dad's flag back. I never knew it was missing until you talked about it on your streams, but I'm happy it's back in your life. So it's American flag. It's those American flags that you actually you can put in a triangle.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
They fold up when you're a veteran and you pass.
Exactly. So, I think this was a good Food Friday. It's lasted to almost 9 o'clock. Well, it did till 9 o'clock. So, I'm going to say thank you, Legendary Tanner. Thank you, Legendary Drunk One. Thank you, Legendary Bumpy. And
cheers.
Continue enjoy the shows that continue on my channel. I'm so happy I'm so happy that my channel is growing with the live streams. I like to interact with these people. I love doing that. I don't know what this is, but let me get rid of that. I like interacting with people. I enjoy it. I love doing that. I could talk your ear off for hours if I have to. You guys know that. So yeah, you know that. Thank you, guys.
So you met Vincent Van Gogh, I see.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're going to probably hang off air. I'm probably going to send out the link before we sign
I just did.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. That's why I didn't. Okay. All right. So we're going to be hanging out off air for a little bit. I haven't done that in a while. So I'm going to hang out with these guys for at least an hour or two or more. We'll see how I feel. I'm feeling great right now, so why not? So this is Alex the Beer Master, and we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This is Alex Beer Master signing out. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Woo! Food Friday with Alex.
Good chat.
Yeah.